Nestle girl. Yeah. Girl, the people say Wendy Williams' husband is out here sleeping with men. Bitch, he laid next to her ass for 22 years. He been sleeping with men. That ain't no damn surprise, bitch. Surprise! I mean, he like them big chested men with flat booties. Let me stop. Let me tell y'all something. Wendy Williams just cannot catch a break right now. And you know, while some people are reveling and relishing in her despair and pain and calling her karma and her get back, all I can do is grin and shake my head because I just feel bad for the woman, you know. And in the midst of me feeling bad, you know, every dog will have its day. You know, yesterday or the day before yesterday was one of those days that I was feeling a whole lot of compassion for Wendy the day she announced her divorce. Today is one of those days where I'm like, you know, it sucks that it's happening to her. It sucks. But, I mean, shit, bitch, you tell everybody else business, so that's what you get. You know, I'm up in the air with it. Nevertheless, my overarching feelings are those of compassion. But today, I'm not finna put a whole lot of energy in caring about her feelings today. What I do want to talk about, though, is that this young man that came out and said he was fucking her husband, and her husband was fucking him all to the ass down to the spine. You know, that's, you know, Carly girl. You know, it's messy, it's salacious, it's digestible, and it's popcorn worthy. But I can't really get down with it. I can't get down with the young man. And I may be pronouncing his name wrong. Aveon star. Correct me if I'm wrong. I watched a couple of minutes of the Tasha K interview. I think either the Jasmine brand or somebody had a small clipping on their Instagram as I was scrolling through. And I saw maybe 45 seconds of it. And what bothered me to my core about the interview is that the young man took so much delight in sharing his tea. You know, just with so much enthusiasm. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, just trying to process the psychology of it all. And I'm like, why are you so excited about causing damage to someone? Number one. And then why are you so excited about subconsciously reinforcing the fact that men should be on the DL and having a gay experience or being gay should be a secret? And I don't even think that that young man or a lot of other gay young men who practice in this outing culture even understand the continued damage and the reinforcing damage that they're doing. And we'll get to that. Old African proverb says, if you eat well, you must speak well. The reality of the situation is, this young man, you know, went viral on the internet, and Wendy's husband came along and gave him, you know, a larger opportunity through his management company, from my understanding. I don't know the history beyond that. I don't know if he fucked a boy in the ass and then didn't give him no money. I don't know. My stomach would not allow me to just digest the entire interview because I just think it's some shit. But I will say this. I take issue with the fact that this woman's husband allegedly fucked you and you was down to fuck. According to you, y'all did fuck. You participated. You were not under duress. You were not bribed, coerced, or anything of the sort. You willingly and voluntarily participated in this. Now you want to weaponize your experience and weaponize your sexuality for fame, street cred, likes, and views, while causing harm and damage to somebody who's already having a hard time. Again, let me preface, I didn't watch the entire interview. You know, I don't know if Wendy Williams' husband did something to this young man that makes what he's doing worth it, fair, and even swap. I don't know. I really don't care. The larger theme and the larger point that I wanted to make for my viewing audience is the fact that gay boys, gay men, trans women, trans men, or any other, you know, any experience outside of gay, bisexuality, trans life, any type of secret experience that you willingly have with somebody, it is not fair to then weaponize that experience and use against them. Now, here's what particularly bothers me about this young man, a lot of trans women that do it, and everything in between. When you are a gay person and you sit on a platform and take delight in outing someone else for sleeping with you, you add to the narrative that you should be a secret, that you are some freaky little fetish in the closet, and that what is done with you is not something that the world should accept and should be kept behind closed doors. And I don't think a lot of people realize when they are outing people that they are adding to that narrative. Like, you sensationalizing and weaponizing the fact that he slept with you reinforces the fact that you should be some closeted secret. And I don't think people get that. I think we live in a world right now where people want fame and notoriety so quickly that they don't even understand the own damage that they're doing to their community, themselves, and their own psyche. That's why I never get it when the trans women get on the Instagram and the YouTube and they start talking about who they slept with and outing a person. You're adding to the narrative that you're a circus freak not worthy of being known publicly that somebody is with you. And that's the part of it I can't get down with. Please do not get me wrong. I'm human. I like to indulge in the gossip and the entertainment and the salaciousness of it all, just like the next person. I'm not above it. But this situation particularly touches home with me, obviously, because I'm a gay man. And then just too, because enough is enough. It's kind of like it's counterproductive for the gay community. We're trying our hardest to tell people, treat us like human beings, treat us with respect, treat us the same way you treat your homosexual counterparts. But then we treat our own selves like circus freaks and secrets. And that is the point that I wanted to make. You know, maybe spreading a little education about the situation is what this whole Wendy Williams husband allegedly sleeping with a man was designed to do for me and my audience. But that's my 2 cents on the situation. I know a lot of y'all clicked and, you know, wanted me to go in and let have, and I gave y'all a little something at the beginning, because quiet as it's kept, the people down in the Wendy Williams show say she particularly gets mad when people make reference to her being a tranny, and that is why she is very resistant and hesitant about booking transsexual guests, because the association is hurting for her. It hurts and it's troubling for her, and she doesn't like it. And that's what somebody, an insider, gave me that tea, or almost slipped up and said the person's name, but gave me that tea a few years back. I don't know, y'all. Now, you know, on to the real shit. Is her husband sleeping with that man? Y'all believe her husband slept with that man? I don't put anything past anybody. It is possible. I was about to say, which was such a muscle reflex response, that boy ain't got no reason to lie, but he actually has plenty of reason to lie, because, you know, he's getting stock out of it all. Nevertheless, I don't know the young man. I ain't got no issue with him. I'm not gonna call him a liar. I'm not even gonna go in and let have on him. That's some people's business. I will say this: Wendy's husband has now put his left foot in the game and is beginning to play ball with her ass. He's getting ready to play psychological warfare with her and her fans. This man has been brazen about his cheating and infidelity and his lack of care for Wendy for years. Now all of a sudden he's releasing a statement saying he is sorry that over the years he has not been perfect, and he is apologizing to Wendy, his family, and her fans. You know, but the part that I found very interesting in the statement is that he said something along the lines of, and you know, I've been her manager and instrumental in building her media empire across 28 years or something to that effect. That is setting the stage for divorce. And that is setting the stage for changing the tides of public opinion. Because there is no way on God's green earth I will be apologizing to a bitch fans. A fan ain't got shit to do with what the fuck we got going on in our household. You are the last person I give two shits about. But the lawyer and Olivia Pope done told his ass, all right, how much you want in that divorce? Well, as it stands right now, you probably gonna get $2 million. But if you want that 20, we've got to start showing that, bitch, you were integral in building what it is she has, and that you treated this woman with love, care, and respect. I would not be surprised that somewhere throughout this process, this man started saying, and throughout their marriage, she was using drugs real bad, and I had to deal with that and cope with that and cover it up for her. I got a feeling before this is all said and done, things are going to get very ugly for Wendy Williams, and a lot of her tea is about to be laid out on the table for the public to drink, sip, digest, wash their feet with, bathe in it, wash their hair in it, and every damn thing, chase their liquor, and every damn thing else in between. I think the only saving grace with Wendy is the fact that Wendy's overall brand has never been built on, I'm Susie Homemaker, Leave It to Beaver, you know, I'm the mama from the Cosby Show. You know, we already know Wendy's situation with drugs and alcohol and, you know, rappers and back in the day, Wendy. So I don't think that anything that does come out is going to be overwhelmingly surprising or damaging to her or her brand. And also too, because the bulk of it probably was so long ago, we'll probably laugh for 3 or 4 days and keep it moving. I don't really think it's going to move any mountains or shatter any windows. But it's going to be embarrassing for Wendy, and it's going to be vindication for a lot of celebrities who Wendy has either ridden in the past or harped on in the present. All we can do is sit back and see. But, you know, let's learn from this, y'all. And let's grow to look beyond the surface and at the deeper implications of a lot of our actions. Let's start to think before we do. You know, gay boys, you know, and you have to ask yourself, sometimes is your individual personal agenda greater than the damage it's going to cause the larger community? You know what I'm saying? And that's not for this situation. That goes for situations that husband and wives make for their family. Is this selfish decision that I'm about to make for my own personal glorification and satisfaction, is it worth the fallout, the damage, the secondary and lasting effects that it's going to cost my family? Is this decision that I'm about to make at this happy hour at my job worth what my reputation is now going to be moving forward in my career? Like, we've got to think beyond the moment. And I don't think that this young man did that, because while we're laughing and we all know his name and he's making media rounds, once this dies down, you have now become the guy no one can trust. You've now become the guy that's like, he coming in the room, make sure ain't no phones around, don't say nothing, because this is the type of bitch that'll get mad and spray you all down to the internet. People in celebrity circles, people in these entertainment circles, people in these high-powered executive and socialite elite circles, they all have skeletons. They all have a secondary life that is not lived in public. And the one thing that they crave and desire most from friends, family, and new acquaintances is a vow of secrecy and silence. And you're trying to social climb, obviously, Mr. Star, by virtue of what you did. You know what I'm saying? Because there was nothing personal for you to gain out of this as it relates to money or career status. This is social climbing at its finest. You know, I want to be popular for something. Oh yeah, I'm the guy that slept. We don't know you for your music. We know you for being the guy that slept with Wendy Williams' husband, which is a whole nother video. Like, I wouldn't even want to be known for that. That shit would fuck me up that I'm more known for fucking Wendy Williams' husband than I am for my God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm Funky Dineva. I'm known for what it is I do. Not because I slept with this person or I did, you know what I'm saying? Like, be known for what you do first and let that be your byline. But you're now more known. I didn't even know your name until this situation. And you're going to be all right with that for the next 30, 60, 90 days. But after this dies down, you just the messy punk that got nothing for it. Like, at least Sharina Hudson getting something out the deal. Oh, child, I thought somebody was in my house. That's my TV doing the weekly emergency broadcast test. I guess that's God telling me get off the line. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll call you later. Bye.